Hello guys, I'm Noban, this is episode 6 and today I'm teaching you guys about tables and loops. But before we begin, I want to thank these guys for leaving a lot of really great comments, and I just think it's really nice that you guys left some comments for me and said my videos are helpful, so I'm continuing this series, and yeah, thank you guys. So first, tables are like in tables you store multiple values. I'll show you right now what a table is. So go and create a script. And how you make a table is, first, let's just name it my table, for example, right? And then you put these spaces, and anything you put inside here will be stored in the table. So let's say we have Bob. You just put comma between them, and you can store another value. So Bob, maybe like Mia, and Lilia, for example, right? And you can store any values, so they don't have to be strings. You can store numbers, for example. You can also store other things. So for example, I can make a variable, which I don't know, stores like number 50 or something. Like, you can put anything here. Maybe I'll reference the base plate. So game.workspace.base plate. So now my variable is equal to, the base plate here. You can store that in here as well. So my variable, and now my table holds all of these values, right? Now, how do I use these values? Well, you can do something like this: print, and then let's say I want this value, the second one. You just do my table. You do the boxy braces. I don't know how these are called, but you do this, and you put the index. So what the index means is like the number, like if this is 1, then this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So if I want Mia, then the index is 2, because it's the second one in the table. So now if I print this, it checks the table, takes the second index here, so Mia, right? See, and as you can see, it says Mia as the first thing here, right? See, Mia. Now, a more practical use would be maybe if you have multiple things in your workspace, for example, and whatever. Let's say, okay, let's make a part here, and let's just make it like, big, and I guess let's make it red, but yeah, and let's put it into the table. So game.workspace.part. Actually, I'll make it into a variable. Because I wanna wait for a child. What this method does is instead of doing, I'll teach it later as well. You don't need to worry about it right now. But if you do this, sometimes, like, yes, this is right, but sometimes the script runs faster than the, I guess, the server. So like when like the game, when it loads stuff, right? It loads stuff into the game. It takes time to load all of these different things into the game, but the script can run faster than it can load all of the things, right? So the script can give an error because it tries to find game.workspace.part like instantly, but it hasn't like spawned in yet. Like the game hasn't, you know. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point, but I hope you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. So you do wait for child, so it waits for it until it actually appears, and let's have it right over here. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry, I was kind of rambling, but let's say I want to change its color from red to something else. I could do my table, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the sixth one dot color equals color tree dot new, and let's just make it blue. Okay, let's test it out, and it's blue. So that's pretty cool, right? You can store multiple things, but this isn't the only way you can store it. This is an array, but you can also make this into a dictionary. So okay, let's make it like something like this. So I'll show how dictionaries work. You can and also, so it's easier to read, I'll just make it like this. Okay, so we can do name is equal to Bob, age is equal to 12, and I don't know, my part is equal to the part, right? Now, I just kind of like named this inside of the table. Now it's a dictionary. I turned it from an array into a dictionary. So dictionary has these names. So if you don't have a dictionary, you have to use these like numbers as the indexes. But now what you can do my table dot, and then you just say like, okay, I want the name dot name. You can just print it out. It says Bob, you know, Bob right here, because I set the name as Bob. The age as 12, so if I do age, you know, it prints 12. If I want to change the part's color, like I can do my table dot my part dot color is equal to color tree dot new, and let's just make it green. You know, I go into the game, it's green. But yeah, now I hope you guys kind of understand how tables work. Now I can show you guys what loops do. Okay, so there are two different kinds of loops. So first one would be a while loop. What a while loop looks like is you just write while, and then you have a condition here. So while, let's just say while my table dot age is equal to 12, do. So right now it just checks if in this table the age is 12, just do what's in here. So do print, but don't run this yet, you will crash your computer. So you have to put a wait inside here. Like you don't even have to put a number in here, just it needs to wait a little bit. If you don't put a wait, it tries to run it so fast over and over again that your computer, I mean not your computer, your Roblox Studio will crash. So I'll just do like hello, you know, it'll print hello. So it literally does this over and over again while the age is 12, and we know it's always 12. It will do this infinitely. So see, it's doing it, like you can see the number go. It did it like 400 times, 600, 700 times. And I mean, you could also do something like this, which would be kind of cool. Wait, it's 0, and let's make it so each time the loop runs, it makes x 1 times bigger. So okay, for simplicity I'll make it x plus 1. So it does x is equal to itself plus 1, and if I print x, then it just gets bigger, right? Okay, I mean see, here's the number, it's going. Pretty cool. So this is a while loop. Also you can do while true do, which is always true. So true is always true, so while something is true, do this. But true is always true, so it will run this infinitely no matter what. And so this would do the same thing. See, it does the same thing. Here's the number. And now a more practical loop that you guys would use, which might look a bit harder, but it's very useful, would be a for loop. So a for loop would look something like this. For I or index, it doesn't, like what you put here, like I index, like whatever, it doesn't matter. I put I, it's simple. Just do 1, comma 10, do print I. So okay, so what this loop does, it makes an index or I, and it loops through the code for like 10 times, because it goes from 1 to 10. So right now if I print I, each loop it will give the index of the loop. I mean, bro, I'm so bad at explaining this. I hope you guys understand. I mean, you can see with your eyes. Wait, see. Oh, bro, I forgot to. Okay, I'll comment this out. So see what it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it printed I. So in the first loop it's 1. I is 1. Then it does the loop the second time. Then I is 2. It prints 2. It does it the third time. Then I is 3. You know. That's how a for loop works. But usually, like 99% of the time, the for loop you would be using would look something like this. For I, comma v. What this means is for index, comma value. Again, this can be anything. I just, for simplicity, I'll make it index, comma value. In, and let's say we want to loop through this table. We would do my table. I mean, okay, the more correct way would be in pairs, and put this in here. But actually, you don't need to do this. Like, this literally doesn't change anything. You can just take the pairs out of it and it does the same thing. I'm pretty sure, like, I haven't found anything different. So what it does here is it loops through this table, and okay, this is a dictionary, so technically naming it index is wrong, because index is when I used it with the number, remember? Now what's in front of here is called the key, and this is called the value. So this is key, this is value. I'll rename it, so key, so you guys can understand. And I'll delete other stuff here. So what it will do is it will loop through the table, so it goes to the first thing here, it sees this. It goes to the second thing here, it sees this. And like, the first loop, key is this, value is this. The second loop, key is this, value is this. So how it works, I can just print key, and I'll just print value under it, right? So you guys could see. Okay, so wait, I'll comment this. I'll remove it. Fuck it. Sorry. So my part name Bob, age 12. So what it did was it just ran this for each of the things in the table. Yeah, so this is kinda, you need to remember how this loop works. I'm kinda bad at explaining this, because the concept is really easy actually. Like, you just need to mess around with this, and yeah. What you can also this loop is very good, so you will use this kind of loop like kinda everywhere. So what if you wanna get everything inside of here, right? And like, I don't know, like print their name out or something. Like, you could do this with this loop. So let's just change it to I, v, so it's simple. And let's do game.workspace. But you can't loop through workspace. You can only loop through a table. So there's a method called getChildren. So what it does is it goes to workspace, right? It calls the method getChildren, and it puts all of the children from the workspace inside a table. So now we have this table of all of the things, and we can loop through it. So let's do I, and let's do V. Let's see what happens. I hope it saves. Wait. Yeah. So what happened here? So the index in the table would be 1, which is the camera, right? Camera. Then 2 would be, okay, it's not in the right order, but like 2 is base plate, 3 is terrain, 4 is spawn location, you know. And this ran like instantly, so it got everything inside. Like, yeah, my character spawned in, it's not in here because the script ran faster than, you know, I could load in. But if I maybe wait, hold on, if I put a wait, so it waits 5 seconds before running this. So the server starts, it waits 5 seconds, then it runs this. Okay, let's wait. See, okay, 1 camera, 2 base plate, 3 terrain, 4 spawn location, 5 part, 6 no ban. And if you don't know what index is, again, I mean the I is index, this is value, you know, it doesn't matter. Whoops, value, okay, so yeah, what the index is, so the number here, it represents the index inside of the table. So my table 1 would be my table 1, right? So 1 would be Bob. So it's the index, like the number is the index, like the location or like the number. So Bob is 1, 12 is 2, part is 3, you know, it's the index. So this makes a table of all of the children, and you know, I guess that's it, yeah. You can do cool stuff with you know, with a loop. So I mean, I think I could make a rainbow block or something to show you how loops work. Something cool with it. So you know, we have the part, and let's make a while loop. So it just runs forever. While true do part does color equals color 3. Also, I haven't taught you random, I mean the math functions yet, but I'll just show you right now. Okay, so we know that it takes 3 numbers, and it goes from, you know, from this to black, and oh, my bad, I think red, no. Okay, so 0 to 1. Can I do that from RGB maybe? Yeah. So from RGB, it would be like 250, 250, 250. So fully white would be 255, 255, 255, and fully black would be like 0, right? So I would just do like math.random math.random 1 to, I mean 0 to 255, and let's just, I don't know, that's this is gonna look so bad, but I mean, let's see. I guess, bro, like, I guess, you know, it just changes color. I hope you guys like aren't epileptic or something, so yeah, I guess. I hope you don't, you guys don't get a seizure from watching this.